Our first coyote. Look at that. Oh boy. Put it on him like a hot dog. Yeah. Look at that huge tick. This little guy is not friendly at all. Look how fat this little dude is. He kept killing the females. All right, everybody. This is our first ever baby coyote. Or it's just someone's cringe baby dog. The previous week we had a few horrible tornadoes and this guy must have gotten washed out of his den. But you can see he's got little scabs all over his body where there were vultures picking at him. Little guy probably didn't know what to do. This is a wild Minecraft dog. We're gonna take a quick look at his stomach. This is where I started to see some real nasty stuff. He's got some nasty yellow pustule on his groin. He's got maggots coming out of a wound there. And this turned out to be one of many botfly larvae in his skin. Look how precious he is. Our first coyote pup, you guys. Wow. Okay. All right, everybody. Ian actually came back so that we could take care of this little guy because we need all hands on deck because I have no idea what kind of problems this little fella has. But look how scared he is. First things first, we're gonna use the Dawn dish soap. You see how he's got a little bit of pus on the back of his neck there. We're just gonna try and clean all of these out as soon as we can. Probably ant bites too when you think about it. Put it on him like a hot dog, just like I do for all the raccoons. And now we're gonna start to see everything coming out. All right, we're just washing off all the nasty little ticks and fleas on this boy. This is the most intelligent animal that we've ever had here. By far the most intelligent. You can see what he's thinking about. Oh, beautiful little tick that just came off his ear right there. All right, but as you guys can see, he's got little pus packs all over his body, like right there. Whenever you're washing the fleas and ticks off these guys, you want to make sure you're getting the elbows. There's one right there. You want to get in between the toes. They will be in between the toes. To get in the little nether regions down here, little armpits and leg pits. So the biggest thing is in between the toes. The ears, there's like, look at that huge tick that's in his ear right there. I told you there's going to be a lot of ticks. This is clearly a, I believe, a botfly larva that's in here. There's a lot of different ways to get those out. I'm not 100% sure how to do it, but you can even see the little guy moving around in there. I'm going to grab some tweezers later and see if I can do it. I know that there's a chemical that we can put on there that'll just make it come right out. We're just going to finish getting the rest of the ticks off them, and I'm using my bare hands so I can feel them better. His face is just covered in these fleas. This little guy is completely emaciated. It's clear that he had been on his own for at least a few days. Got lots of botflies. But all right, now that we washed all the fleas off him, we're taking him into the vet. All right, everybody, this is our vet partner's office. They should be coming in to help us get rid of those botflies. And normally I don't take my animals to our vet partner because what do they know about hawks? But they do know canines. My vet friends will be the first to admit that they don't know the first thing about wild animals unless they work specifically with them. We basically just flush the wounds with chlorhexidine like we did for that beaver. And as you can see here, we're looking in all the little holes to see if there's any botfly larvae that are still left in there. And then we cleaned out the pus and gave him some antibiotics for his infection. All right, everybody, and the cappies are already destroying this pool that I have over here. And if things couldn't get any crazier, here's this cringe baby beaver that I still have to bottle feed twice a day. And I can't even stop to film myself because if I move my hands at all, he'll stop eating and then show complete disinterest in the milk. And yes, this baby beaver does have to stay with us for another several months. Then he'll be ready to eat. Then he'll be harvestable. He's so chubby and chunky. This chubby little boy has been gaining a lot of good healthy weight and he is on the fat side, which is honestly what you want for a rehabber. See, now he's kicking it into high gear, but he doesn't always drink like this, you guys. Sometimes he drinks real slow, and then every now and then he'll be like, oh. Every now and then he'll be like, bust. And he's not finishing them anymore. He'll only drink about 2 ounces, and then he'll be like, all right, I'm done. Look how fat this little dude is. Let's see, guys, we're taking good care of him. He's a good, healthy weight. Look at him just grabbing the rolls of his fat. Beaverton foot pick? Don't mind if I do. Look at that. Wow. Good heavens. This is my dog, Boo Boo, you guys. Look at him. This is Boo Boo. This is actually Boo Boo. Boo Boo. I said before, you guys, it is okay to kiss them and show them affection when they're babies specifically, because this is a young little teeny baby boy. Oh, he winked. Look at him wink. Well, this is when they're singletons. If there's 2 or 3 coyote pups in a pack, you don't need to show them any affection or love at all. You just keep them together. But when there's only one, until we can find another rehabber with a baby coyote pup, we can steal them or give them to them. But we need to love on this little guy, show him affection, or else he's gonna have a lower chance of survival. Also, look at this. It's a puppy. This is literally just a little puppy. We also just got 2 more baby raccoons, even though I just gave 2 away. Hello, precious little creatures. All All right, everybody. I'm also taking care of this cringe little Screech owl that came in. It looks like it's going to be a red one, too. This will be our first red Screech owl, I think. Make sure this guy gets plenty of the white meat plus a tiny bit of organ meat. It's the same thing as the great horned owl, you guys. As you guys can see, I do these guys the same way, just at a bit of a larger scale. But all raptors are exactly the same. A little bit of white meat, a little bit of dark meat, and a little bit of calcium is all they need to sustain their lives. And yes, you guys could give them chicks or little cut up mice and things like that. At the end of the day, if you're going to be taking care of the amount of raptors that I'm taking care of, and we haven't even gotten any Mississippi kites in yet, you guys. Last year, we got like 7 Mississippi kites in 1 month. All right, everybody. We also got this cringe baby grackle. He's honestly old enough to where he probably only needs to be fed for another week or so. As you guys can see, it's not too hard to take care of these little creatures. Yeah, there you go. Same thing as a blue jay. But as you guys can see, this blue jay and this grackle, I think, are both corvids. Eat it now. Eat it. Yeah. All right, everybody. No, he just flew out. Get back in there, you stupid tinky boy. But both these guys are easy to take care of. They both just eat mealworms. Greetings, vulture children. Please enjoy. There's lots of calcium on there. If they eat too much, they just throw up. It's kind of cute. I don't want them to be eating too much, but look at their little feathers coming in. Oh. These little fellas have been through a lot. Precious little votos. I love my dog Sploo-Boo. No, get out of here, Garbanzo Bean. All right, everybody, it's time for my nightly feeding for the owls. I really need to grab a ladder so that I can do this. I usually just put a bit on this plate here, though. I still have this red shoulder hawk in here. I leave some dead food out for him. These are just little animals that have passed away from the rehab, but this little guy is not friendly at all. He does not love me. And as soon as I can see that he can hunt on his own, he'll be ready to go right out to the wild. And I can't even see my snake in here. That's how good at hiding he is. There's an imposter among us, because Gustavo never sits on that little corner, and that thing could make short work of him. So I'm gonna look up on top of all these, and there is our culprit. It looks like someone did this intentionally, but let's see if we can get him. That's too bad. All right, I see his little tail. That's gonna suck. But before I catch him, I suppose I'll feed Gustavo first. Precious little creature. Okay, let's go catch that snake. To make sure this little troublemaker is eating, I just give this to him whole. I need to start covering this or cleaning it. Okay, one last thing that I have to feed this precious little bowl. Come on, go ahead, grab it. There you go. He is just gonna go ahead and pick at that like he does. Look at that. He just ate that thing whole. And I'm gonna eat you whole if you don't like this video. I didn't see that coming. Coyote moment. Oh my goodness, he's eeping. Oh, but he's sitting up now. Yay. Oh boy, rats everywhere in the barn. Okay, guys, it's been a long day. Today we got a coyote, 2 raccoons, and a million other little stupid creatures. And the last thing I need is this guy hissing at me. Now, I don't want Gustavo to die by getting eaten by that reticulated python. So I'm gonna go ahead and catch this precious little baby boy. Oh, I'm so scared. But all right, everybody, I don't have it in me right now to go ahead and cut a giant hole in here, crawl in here, and grab this cringe snake that's just staring at me, taunting me. But I don't want him to eat Gustavo, and he totally would eat Gustavo. Gustavo's a little snack for that boy. It's officially in the mid-70s at night tonight, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab Gustavo. Wow, he's bigger than the Cayman. This guy is just as dangerous to grab. Oh boy. Just as dangerous, but twice as cute. Just kidding. I think that Cayman would have a stronger bite strength. But this is my baby Gustavo, you guys. He's very sweet. And even though he's technically longer than this Cayman, he's definitely a little bit smaller, and I feel like the Cayman would kill him. Now that it's the summer in Texas, Crocodile Alley, I call it, is officially usable. Man, there are a lot of spider webs in here, you guys. And now this guy is just on me. I don't know where he is. Oh, there he is. Hello. But I'm going ahead and draining the water for all of these because they're way too high. All the dang rain we've been getting. But this little guy is calm now. He didn't care that I'm holding him anymore. Gustavo always was my little buddy. I'm gonna go ahead and just set him down while these things drain. He's not gonna get away. But look at this beautiful animal, you guys. This is a Morlet's crocodile. And in the summer, along with most crocodilian species, Gustavo is just fine here in Texas. Ooh, oh, he can get through. Now that he is free, I'm gonna go ahead and yoink him real quick. Shout out to Fishin' Garrett. For regular crocodile husbandry for most enthusiasts, and especially for farmers, this is the standard. And he could hurt me a lot more than Gustavo could, but he will be just fine out there in one of those things. All right, everybody, if you want to catch a crocodile, this is all you have to do. You just have to get any kind of flashlight, put it right in their eyes as close as you can, and then you just go boop real quick. You can tell he's already agitated. He's real angry. You know, I'm putting on a glove. I'm pissing. Oh, whoa, that is an angry little boy. But you know what's angrier? You know what's even worse? Me! All right, everybody, that was the left-handed Cayman yoink. And you don't want to do this too much because it stresses them out. And these guys, like the kangaroos, can die from stress myopathy. While we're doing this, I might as well do an educational video and show you guys. This is the Dwarf Cayman. Well, they do get a good bit bigger than this, but they don't get a lot bigger than this. And this guy is already breeding age. You can see from those teeth, this would hurt way, way more to get bit by than Gustavo. Gustavo is about this length. And those jaws are much, much stronger. Look at that. And you would not want to get bit by one of these guys. Sean from YOX2 Reptiles got bit by Nigel. He had to go to the hospital, get some stitches. Hopefully that doesn't happen to me. You never know. Wow, but look at that beautiful, beautiful animal, you guys. And this is a really neat one that we got for free. Because the owner had this guy and he was trying to breed him with some females, but he kept killing the females. And yes, I am going to do a water change and make this nice and clean. And we have an outlet right here that I can plug a filter and a heater into if it does get cold. And in order to legally farm alligators in here, all we need is this flimsy chain link. But now my precious Gustavo can go in here. He'll have all kinds of little friends to eat and he won't have to worry about getting eaten by a giant snake. But whoa, it's me from the future again. See guys, it wasn't that bad. But I guess you'll have to subscribe to see it happen. I love you guys. I appreciate you. Thanks so much for watching my videos and I'll see you guys in the next video. Oh, I almost forgot to tell you. Skibbity.